Hey guys, so you have made the decision to relocate out of state. You're in a space where you are ready to pack. Probably already packing, and you're out the door. You're dreaming of living in that space where you're moving to. I was this way 3 years ago. I literally, from the time that I figured I was moving to the day of, I imagined myself walking into my new home. So I'm going to give you tips for buying a home long distance because it can be stressful. It can definitely be stressful, but I want to take some of that stress off of you so that when you're in a space where you're in that waiting period, the 30 days, 45 days, 6 months, however long it's going to be before you get to your new home, that you have as less stress as possible and as much joy. So the first thing that I want you to kind of get clear on is having a realtor in the new area that's tech savvy, a realtor that can show you virtually, that can take their phone and show you virtually the different communities, the different restaurants, what things. Tell your realtors, and this is something that I always ask my clients, what are some of the things that you love to do? Because I'm going to go around that neighborhood and share with you some of the places that you may love so that you'll know when you get there, okay, I'm going to try this out. Or you're in a space where you're already comfortable before you're getting to the state that you're in. So for me right now, I am in Tampa, Florida. So even if you're thinking about moving to any other state, go ahead and comment. Let me know where you're planning on moving to, because when I decided to move, I had 3 places in mind. The top 3 places for me were Arizona, Atlanta, and Tampa, or Florida in general. I ended up settling with Tampa because for 2 things. I love the heat and I love the water. Arizona only had the heat, not much water. And then Atlanta, you don't always get the heat there. So, and then it's not really surrounded by water unless you're out near Savannah or Tybee Island. So make sure you're having a realtor that is willing to go that extra distance of showing you things virtually, showing you homes. And especially if you're getting a home built. I have a client now that's getting a home built. She lives out of state, so I take the time to go up and share with her virtually the progress of the home by sending her videos or going on FaceTime with her on the phone, so that she can see the progress of what's going on and feel a little bit more at ease about knowing that her home is being built. So make sure you're having a realtor that's tech savvy. And it's not really hard, but there's a lot of realtors that don't do that. So definitely consider that. And one thing to think about when you're in Tampa, I'm recording this outside, is the bugs. But not Tampa, Florida altogether. There are bugs here, honestly, that I don't even know the name of. I have to literally Google pictures of things to see what they are. But back to what I was talking about. The second thing that you want to do is have a team in place with good communication. You want to make sure that if your realtor is referring you to someone, like a lender or a home inspector or whoever they're referring you to, make sure you're getting quick responses from them. And I know everyone is busy, so you may not get an immediate response. You may not always get that immediate answer. But if you have someone that's not responding to you for a day or 2 or 3 or more, then that's not really good communication. So make sure you have a team that's responding quickly, because that lag time is time in your mind where you're already stressed about the question or you need the questions answered to make your move. You may have a simple question, and if it takes them a couple of days to get back to you, that's adding on to your level of stress. So make sure you have a team in place that is very communicative with you. I'm in the Tampa Bay area. So if you need a list of lenders or inspectors or anyone like that, then go ahead and comment below, and I'll send you my vendor list. The next thing you want to do is plan a time to visit, to hang out in the area. This is one thing that I really didn't do. In one of my recent videos, I did state that I rented a hotel room. We were here for about 6 days. I rented a hotel room out in Tampa when I knew I was going to be living in Brandon Riverview area, which is about a 30-minute drive south of Tampa. So most of my hanging out was done there in Tampa area, even though I was going to be living here. So the restaurants that we went to were there, the beaches that we went to were there, but I didn't get to take the time to enjoy where I was actually going to live, or shop where I was going to live, or eat, have dinner where I was going to live. So plan to hang out in the area that you're moving to, even if you can only go for a couple of days. I know I have a lot of clients that are moving here that have never been to Tampa. And when I was planning on moving here, I'd never been to Tampa either. I've been to Port St. Lucie, I've been to Miami, I've been to a lot of different places in southern Florida, and that's one reason I really wanted to move to Florida, and I was considering those areas. But when I took the time to come and visit Tampa for those 6 days, I fell in love and I did not want to leave. So make sure you're planning time to visit and hang out in the areas where you want to live. The next thing that I did was join Facebook communities for the cities and surrounding areas that I wanted to move to. So I knew that I was coming to Tampa. What I did was start going on Facebook and searching Tampa, Florida, and then you pull up the community groups and things like that. Request to join. A lot of them are going to ask, do you currently reside in this area? I just put no, but I am relocating to that area in the next 90 days. And they would let me in. So I was able to kind of get to know a lot of the people in the communities. I was able to have conversations, to ask questions in those communities. That was super helpful to me. And even when I was here visiting, I was asking for great places to eat. I was asking for great beaches to go to and different things like that. It's helpful to join a community of where you're actually going. And when you're in the actual neighborhood, when you've actually moved in, there is an app or website called Neighborhood Community app. So you should be able to join that. You're probably in that already in the area that you're in, but when you change your zip code, you're going to be able to join the one in the new location. So that somewhat gives a lot of information, and that's a little helpful as well. So those are my 4 tips for buying your home long distance. Make sure you have a realtor that is tech savvy. Make sure you have a team that is communicating with you quickly enough. And then make sure you plan to hang out and visit where you're going to live, even if it's for a few days. And then also join a few neighborhood groups, Facebook neighborhood groups, to kind of get to know the people in the community a little more. So let me know if you have any other tips. Go ahead and comment below. And just let me know, because I have these several of these questions all the time. Most of my clients are relocating from out of state, so any other tips that you have will be super helpful. All right, talk to you later.